Guys so much for joining with me this morning here on the daily. Excited to have you guys with me. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live, when I go live, and all that is going on, and so we can have a conversation and continue to grow and learn together. Today, I want to talk about roadblocks or detours. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a roadblock and a detour. The one thing that I do know about roadblocks is they're not actually dead ends. It's not a dead end street, it's not a dead end. There's usually a detour that you can take when going into a roadblock. Like if you've ever experienced, on your street or going, to an appointment or driving somewhere and you experience a road closure. Well, usually if we're not paying attention, we pass by detour signs that's going to detour us around to let us know what is going on and there's some sort of, hindrance in front of us. A lot of times in life, actually, when there seem to be roadblocks or dead ends, there's actually detours that maybe we haven't seen the signs, we don't know what's going on, and we experience it as a dead end. But one of the great things that we can do is actually look around and, you know what, this isn't a dead end, this is a detour. Sometimes we encounter confusing and unclear things that may seem like a roadblock. I know a lot of us have experienced over the past few years in our life, drastic change that seemed like a roadblock, but it was actually a detour maybe into a different area of your life, or discovering things that you didn't know that you could do, or wanted to jump out and do things that you didn't have time for, but then time was created, or situations or circumstances begin to happen where you begin to see things differently. Or sometimes we're so nose down in our day-to-day life, we don't see what's going on around us or the opportunities that present themselves because we are so focused on the here and now and not being able to see all that God has in store for each one of our life. A roadblock is not a dead end. It may be the journey. It may not be the journey that you planned. Maybe it's just a detour. I think about things. I do a lot of planning. I plan a lot of things. I, want to be in control. I want things, to be planned far in advance. Jared and I both, when we go on vacation, we are months planned in advance. We talk about things, we have, for Thanksgiving, I've been talking about it for about a month now, preparing my menu. It's not exactly always the same, and making changes and adjustments. We make plans, but there's something that begins to happen when we go off road or off script, maybe not by our own doing, maybe by the doing of things that are going on around us, economy, family, friends, seasons, circumstances, health issues. Lots of different things take us on detours where we think a lot of times are roadblocks, but they're really detours. But when we face uncertainty, when we face unclear times, when we face those things in our life, there's a couple of things that we can do. One, we can pray for clarity and direction. God, help me to see clearly in the direction that I'm going. God, help me to lay my path before me. I have not been this way before. Maybe the path hasn't been paved yet, but you're part of paving that path. And enjoy the opportunities. There are things that can happen when we take a detour that we don't expect. It's the unexpected. And a lot of us get afraid of the unexpected. But can I tell you, there's opportunities in the unexpected, in the detours of life. The right move isn't often something we have never thought about, but would maybe it be right or even an option if it presented itself? Take a leap of faith on the detour. And I want to encourage you to do these few things before we jump off this morning. When you are on a detour, it's not a roadblock. You have given another opportunity. Look for it. Look for the detour in life when uncertainty and confusing times happen, where your world is turned upside down and your plan isn't maybe what's happening at this moment. Take a leap of faith on the detour. Learn all that you can. This is a place you haven't been before. Learn in this process. Learn in this time of uncertainty. Enjoy the new scenery. You haven't been this way before. Stop focusing on what should have been and focus on what you can get now, and see the opportunities in front of you and begin to discover new abilities. Can I tell you, Every detour, every change of direction, every new opportunity, even if it seems like opposition, can be an opportunity for us to change our perspective and begin to discover the new possibilities that God has for you and I in our life. I hope this has encouraged you today on the daily, to just look at things from a different perspective, even. Don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know that you're there. And also, if you have questions, if you have things that you want prayer for, put that in the chat box. I'd love to be praying with you and for you and walking together with you on this journey. You have a great day, and I will see you back here tomorrow.